Anybody home?
Okay.
I want you to meet somebody.
Hello?
Oh, I recognize you from YouTube.
Oh my gosh.
You're-
Are you grayling outdoors?
You're camper Christina.
I am. Hello. Come on in and have a visit.
Boy, I don't know if my camera's wide-angle lens is wide enough to
Oh.
get in here. Oh, I have a Helinox chair, something similar
Yeah,
to this.
that's for you. Have a seat if you can fit. I don't know. It's a little tent.
Wow, you've got it set up nicely since I saw it yesterday. Boy, it's nice and snug.
Yeah, I just got to watch these. We're starting to stick to the...
Okay.
They were freezing to the ground this morning, but... There you go.
Yeah, I just got to be careful I don't touch your
Oh,
stove.
this is how I burnt my hair. Are you still filming?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yesterday I leaned over to do something. I was sitting there and I flipped my head and all of a sudden, shh, and then the smell. Yeah.
So Christina, give me just a little brief about your channel and the things that you do.
Well, I do mostly solo trips. Backcountry is my heart. I love canoe tripping. That's my favorite thing to do in the remote wilderness. I usually do between 4 and 6 day trips because I have a full-time job. And I've been making videos. I started Camper Christina 10 years ago. It's my 10-year anniversary in 2025. And I present, I make videos, I do Facebook, Instagram content, and I just love being outside and recording my adventures and sharing them with people.
So you're rich and famous.
Of course, aren't all YouTubers?
But generally you solo?
Generally, I solo, yeah. This year has been a rough year. Well, this year, 2023, was a bit rough, but generally I solo. Most of my trips are solo trips, probably 75 to 80% of them.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen some of the stuff on your channel, and you do some pretty hairy stuff that I haven't done yet.
Yes, I like that.
I'm still a wimp when it comes to single portaging.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to get it down. Generally, I double portage, but
I double carry. There's nothing wrong with that.
okay, that's good to know anyway.
Yeah.
So maybe I'm not such a wimp.
No, you just maybe don't go to the places I do. But
So what temperature did you get it to here last night?
it was up to 27 at one point last night. I was sitting in here in my tank top when I heard who I thought was you coming to visit me, which I didn't. I just thought something might have went wrong because it was like 10ish, and I heard loud, creaky footsteps walking up to the tent. Like I was filming, you can hear it on the video. And I wasn't filming it, I was making a video for the Outdoor Adventure Show, and I was filming, and you can hear the steps. It was so loud.
I'd never sneak up on anybody
And
like that.
I said, hello, who's out there? Is someone there? Nobody answered. I was like, Rod, is that you? Like, this isn't funny, it's not a joke. And then nothing, and so I was like, go away! And I did my shoe bear call. And then I opened the door finally, and I went out and didn't see anything.
No footprints either.
Well, I was in my tank top, and it was snowing really hard last night, and it was really cold, so I did a once around the tent. I looked out in the forest everywhere, and I didn't see any tracks. I did see a mouse this morning.
That's what you were saying.
Crawl into my tent.
Was it a mouse or
Yeah,
a mole or a
I
vole?
don't know. But I might have stepped on them now.
Is it one of those things that sort of makes those tubes under the snow?
Yeah, it looked like a little, it was right here. It's kind of been
okay.
covered up, but it looked kind of just like a little snake coming through there. But it came in right through the front door. I had a little crack here. Like, it was just kind of, you know. And I looked down and I swear I saw it. And then I saw the tracks outside, so I was like, well, it must have been.
So you made this tent yourself?
No, I didn't make this tent.
Oh, this one you didn't, but you do make...
This is a nylon tent from Light Outdoors. It's called the Isola 4.
Okay.
It's supposed to be up to 2-person tent. I guess you could if you didn't have anything else in it. Titanium stove from Fire Hiking, weighs like 3 pounds. It's a backcountry stove. It fits into like a little case like a laptop. So super small. This tent fits in a normal tent size bag, and I can't remember the weight on it, but it's good for, you know, the world today because it sounds dumb saying this right now. We don't get a lot of cold winters anymore. We don't get a
Yeah.
lot of snow. We have this year more than we can handle, but you know, for shoulder season, rain, the canvas tents are great, but my hot tents, I have 3 homemade hot tents. They're made out of painter's drop cloth, canvas, from the hardware store. And I have videos on how I made them all and all that stuff. But, I mean, they're waterproof, they're water resistant. But if it's going to rain for 3 hours, it's going to be wet, right?
What's that thing by your feet?
This is my bear vault.
Oh, that's what a bear vault is.
Yep. I've had this actually, this is my 10-year anniversary using bear vaults. And I saw a bear in the backcountry for the first time ever last summer. So Bear Vaults is providing me a bunch of these to give away as prizes at the Toronto Outdoor Adventure Show. So really, really cool little device. And it's like a pill bottle. It's not locked right now. I just opened it. Actually, it's going to make a hot chocolate. There's a little tab right here.
Okay.
And you just have to push in. If you turn it, you'll hear it click. Eventually.
You're getting close.
There.
Okay.
So there's 2 of them. I'm just going to do one, but it's harder to open in the winter because it's plastic. And then you can see the tabs there. So all you have to do is when you turn it, you just kind of push down with your thumbs and then turn it at the same time.
And since bears don't have thumbs, they can't do that, right?
That's exactly right.
But you were saying it's not waterproof or not airtight?
I also dumped last year, and I'm also presenting on that at the Toronto show. And yeah, this is not waterproof, but everything inside of it was packed, so it's fine. By the way, these bags are waterproof. Fake Ziplocs, not so much.
The thing that surprised me was when I came here yesterday, you got your whole kit and caboodle on this small sled.
I didn't actually. I carried it in on my backpack. I brought my backpack. It's underneath the cot.
Okay, so you had a backpack and things on the sled.
I had a backpack, and then on the sled I had the firewood, the stove bag, which is, like I said, it's like the size of a laptop, 2 jugs of water. I think that was about it. Oh, and my food barrel, this.
Oh, okay.
And then everything else went in my sleeping bag, my sleeping mat, my thermarest, all that stuff. My food, my cooking utensil, all that stuff went in my backpack. So.
She travels a lot lighter than I do at the moment.
That's because I've learned, and you're stronger than I am. So.
Yeah, I also like my comforts, but optimally I'd like to have one sled. I mean, I have an 8-person tent, so really there should be 2 people, so you'd have 2 sleds coming in anyway. So.
Yeah, and you have like a table, and don't you have like a battery, like a bank, a power?
Yeah, I mean
bank,
the only reason I got that was on my second sled in. I had extra room. That was just in the car as backup, so I just decided to bring it with me. But when I go on a canoe trip without any portages, I'll bring that table with me. I just load up the canoe and base camp and then go from there.
Access.
But if I'm portaging, it's a little bit different.
I do the same thing. I glamp, I camp, I car camp, I not in the summertime, but in the winter time because there's nobody out.
Yeah.
I don't like seeing people when I'm out. I try to go to places like I'm in a car campground, but I'm the only tent on this whole row. So
Yeah, I mean this is really good because you're the only tent on this row. I'm the only tent on that row, and then there's I think 2 tents, maybe one's gone now, on the row past it. I was talking to a guy in the snowmobile came by to talk about the water. There's a problem with the water at the moment.
I know.
And he was telling me there's only 10 people camping at the moment. There's a lot of people glamping at the yurts.
Yeah. There's 16 cars in the parking lot right now.
Oh, so 5 have left since 4:30 this morning.
I saw people show up with snowshoes and they just went across to do the trail, so they might not all be camping, but...
How would I find you on YouTube?
Oh, camperchristina.com. Here. There you go.
Now, do you also have a web page or anything like that?
I have a website, camperchristina.com. All the links are on there. My courses. I have 2 courses online.
Oh, courses. What do you teach? Or guide?
Backcountry camping for beginners and winter camping for beginners. They're just online. One's 5 hours, one's 3 hours. You can watch it whenever you want. They go on sale sometimes for $5, and I get good feedback. People like them, so.
Are there exams at the end?
There's little, like, every section, like every chapter has like true or false kind of questions, and sometimes I make them funny, like, you know, if you see a bear, what would you do? Like, give him a hug, you know, just to keep people entertained. So. Well,
you laugh at that one. My wife that's coming, she's in Saudi Arabia right now, I showed her some pictures of black bears going through my backyard, and she said, "Oh, they're so cute. I'd like to give them a hug." And I said, "Well, you could probably hug them once."
I feel like the bear that I saw this summer, that's exactly how I felt. I felt horrible for yelling at it. I was camping on his island, and he just was looking at what I was doing and wondered why I was there. And here I am yelling at him, "Go away, go away." And I'm like, "I'm so sorry, I don't mean this. Please go away." And you have to be mad and yell at them, and it made me feel horrible. But
Yeah, that's funny. I've got bears coming through my backyard, but again, I've never seen one in the backcountry. And every bear I've ever seen on hikes and stuff, you yell, they run away. But with you, it wasn't that. It kept coming back, and that would always be a little bit of a worry.
I can't tell the story right now because it's never been publicly told. Nobody knows the story except for my close friends and my family, and that is what I'm presenting on at the Toronto Outdoor Adventure Show, February 21st to the 23rd, and also at Canoecopia. So if you're there, come check it out. But until then, that's not going to be released, so I'm sorry. I told you the story yesterday, though, because you're a friend.
Well, you got a little bit of a heads out, so you want to learn more, you're going to have to go there.
Or check it out on my YouTube channel. Or you can check it out on my YouTube channel after the show.
That'll be after the fact.
After the shows.
Okay.
Yeah.
So eventually everything ends up on the YouTube channel.
Of course. The presentations will be there as well as the full trip video.
Okay. There's nothing worse than two YouTubers tubers together.